Well, in other news, the prosecution has rested its case in the trial against Officer Jeronimo Yanez.
He's charged with manslaughter for shooting and killing Philando Castile during a traffic stop last summer. Bill Hudson is in St. Paul right now. He has been following this trial since it started, and he joins us now. Hi, Bill.
Hi, Amelia. Well, day 8 of this trial, and Officer Yanez is expected to testify in his own defense, probably taking the witness stand as early as Friday morning, tomorrow morning. Now, it's expected he'll tell jurors exactly why he felt so threatened, so endangered in that traffic stop that he was forced to, or left with little other choice but to fire 7 shots into the Philando Castile car. Now, this morning, prosecution did rest their case at about 9 o'clock this morning, at which time the defense moved for a judgment of acquittal, saying the state's case was simply insufficient. Well, Judge William Leary promptly denied that motion. Then we heard from Yanez's St. Anthony police chief, as well as a fellow use of force training officer. Police Chief John Mangseth pointed to the department's sanctity of life creed. But as to deadly force, he added, sometimes you can't wait. No. Under cross-examination, he was pressed and asked, you don't teach officers to shoot a person if their hands go out of sight. The chief answered, it depends on the circumstances. Now, all along in this trial, prosecution has been pointing out to jurors that Castile's gun was loaded with the magazine, but there was not a bullet in the chamber, meaning it wouldn't have fired even if he had pulled it out without pulling back on the receiver. However, the use of force training officer at St. Anthony told the jurors that all officers are trained never to assume that a gun is unloaded. Tonight at 6 o'clock, we're going to hear from the expert witness hired by the defense in use of force, Joe Dutton, and as well as the gentleman who taught Philando Castile his concealed carry permit. Pretty interesting testimony, Amelia, what he says about Castile's actions that night.
All right. We look forward to that, and we will see you at 6. Thank you, Bill.
Okay.